Does it look crooked?
Does it look crooked? Do we look crooked to you?
Anyways, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I really think I should put a blanket on.
Why? Are you cold?
I just feel like it might be cozy. Is this too much leg? As you can see by the title, this is going to be an assumptions about us video. We asked all of you to write in your assumptions about Jonathan and I as a couple, and you came through. There's a lot that you submit.
You haven't previewed them?
I have not previewed them yet. That is how I like to do these Q&A style videos or, assumption videos. We don't like to look at them at all before. Actually, Jonathan wanted to look at them.
So bad.
I know, but I feel like it's so much more organic to just like go through them and tell you if your assumption is right, if it's wrong, or if it's somewhere in between. So that's what we're gonna do here. I thought it would be funny. I didn't vlog this weekend because I have been so busy with work. I'm between 2 work trips right now, hence the wine. And we had a wonderful day with the girls, and I just wanted to soak up family time and not have to vlog this weekend and have to edit a big video or whatever. So that's why we're doing this video, and I've been wanting to do this video anyway because
you've talked about it for a while.
Yeah, I think with a lot of people, you really just never know what their relationship actually looks like, and you can make a lot of assumptions about people based on what you see online, but you don't know exactly what the truth is or what their history is or what their real situation is. We're not perfect, and I like these videos to just be reminders of that.
Yeah, totally fair.
Yeah, that's one reason I want to do this video, and I also think it'll be really funny. So, number 1, Jonathan stays calm during arguments.
That's pretty good.
Just say that is definitely true. I don't think you've ever yelled at me.
No.
Jonathan is definitely a more calm human being. Thank you for noticing that. I want to spill tea a little bit on every assumption to make this interesting.
I think my toxic trait is I will give silent treatment, just by nature very calm. I'm not really highs and lows.
Yeah, it's just shh. Whereas what am I yeah, I would say that's definitely true. I'm just a more passionate person.
You're a good communicator.
Yeah, I am.
Very clear.
Very clear.
Very loud.
Direct.
I'm just kidding.
This is from Meg Thayer. You love man buns.
Oh my god.
That is true. I love a man bun. Sorry, Meg, I'm calling you out.
You love man buns.
Yes. I'll insert a picture
no,
right
you
here.
Don't have to.
Jonathan rocked a man bun for how long? When we lived in Italy abroad, and before that and a little bit after. And I loved the man bun era.
It was
let
the
me tell
right
you.
time.
You guys have never broken up.
We've been dating a while.
We have.
Through a lot of different stages of life.
Yes, we've been together since freshman year of high school. It was the summer after freshman year, so 2009 is when our love story began. We dated all through high school from 2009 on. High school love was a whirlwind.
Freshman year of college, we went into first semester not together.
Yeah.
To try to figure it out.
Which I'm really grateful we did that. I feel like it's super important. All that to say is we've been together from freshman year of college, second semester until now. Straight through. You guys have a fun, wild side that you're excited to share with the girls as they get older.
Yeah, I think. There's things I've done I don't want them to do.
Like what?
Jump off stuff, do stuff dumb like that.
We like to have fun and adventure, and we can't wait to share that side of our life with them. And I hope they have that free spirit sense of self that I have.
I definitely want them to experience everything, all the thrills that we have.
Yeah. Do you think you'll be strict with them, or do you think you'll want them to be wild and free?
Wild and free, but I will always try to set the right example for them. So I don't know if.
But you are wild.
Well, no. I've had my days, but nothing crazy-ish.
No,
I want them to see the world and have as much fun as possible. Just they have to do it all with me.
I feel like some parents, regardless of how they were before they had kids, I think that they choose to take a really strict approach.
No.
They kind of they hold themselves, their true selves back to be a good model for their child. Yeah. I want to approach parenting being my complete self with them, wild, free, pretty liberal. I want them to know that side of me, but still respect my rules and boundaries and whatever. I want them to have that sense of adventure and feel comfortable enough to share that with me and not feel
Yeah.
you know, mom and dad are strict and they have all these rules and we have to abide by them?
Yeah, 100%.
That's a good question. I like that
It's
question
funny.
a lot because it makes you think, because you
Yeah.
want to be a good parent and you want a role model for your kids, but like, what's wrong with being your like true self while also teaching them like
And it's
values
like
in
they gotta
life?
do this stuff. I want them to do it the right way.
Next one, that you all rarely fight. Do you think we fight a lot?
No,
You don't?
I don't think we fight a lot. I think we've had fights,
Yeah.
and we've had big ones.
We're just very different people. And if any of you are in a relationship with someone that you love more than anything, that is your partner for life, there's no doubt in my mind that you're my soulmate for life. Like, there's genuinely not a doubt. However, there's a big part of me that's very different from a big part of you. Like, we're
we see the
different
world
people.
very
We see the
differently.
world very differently.
Yeah.
And like the things that we enjoy a lot of times are very different.
And sometimes those come together beautifully, and sometimes they hit heads.
It's a balance, but like when you are at those points where your differences are overpowering the ways you complement each other, that's when I think fights.
That's where our friction point is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we fight.
Still love you.
You do?
Yeah.
That's good. You don't want any more kids.
No, we definitely do. Definitely do. We talk about it all the time how much we love the girls, but we're not done. I think you want to be pregnant again, and you loved it so much. I don't think we're done.
I don't think we're done either.
Yeah.
Not pregnant. I would be so happy if it was just the girls and us for the rest of life. I really would, but I just, piece of my heart knows that we're meant to have more.
Yeah.
So, you keep your finances separate.
No. We openly discuss money and like where we're at.
Everyone's situation is different. I like right now that we have joint accounts. We are very transparent with each other with our money, but we do have some things separate that allow us to have a little bit of independence. I think y'all are competitive but playful about it, which is so fun.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate actually.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you think we're competitive?
Well, you think every joke I tell is yours
Oh my god.
when they're all mine.
Jonathan, see, this is a problem, and tell me I'm not alone. For any of you that have been with someone for a long time, this is really only pertaining to long-term relationships. There is blurred lines between who said a saying first, who made the first like joke that lives on in a relationship, because over time, you know that
I do know.
he thinks that every funny thing that we say in our relationship, every joke, every good story, he'll tell stories, and I'm like, you weren't even there, you got that from me, but okay, you just forgot.
That's not true.
So I guess in that way we're competitive, because one of us is always right and one of us is always wrong, so that causes friction. But by nature, I am the least competitive person in the world.
I'm very competitive.
I'm very headstrong, but I don't care enough to be competitive. Like when it comes to like competing against someone, I just like want the other person to win.
You don't have that, I'm gonna beat you. You have that, oh, like, let's just have fun together.
Yes.
You would play ping pong and just pass the ball back and forth.
Yes.
And think this is a great time.
Totally.
Let's volley.
Totally.
Where I would want to win 21-0.
Yes, like I would win the Team Spirit Award for every like team I was on as a kid. I do wish that I had a little bit more of a competitive edge, which is funny because my mom is so competitive. And I don't think my dad is actually. He's like me. I think he just wants everyone to have a good time.
I usually just let you win.
The highs and lows of your life together has made your relationship so much stronger.
Yeah, definitely. Courtney and I have always talked about the way we feel about each other intensifies everything. So the highs are really high and the lows are really low. We've grown from that.
A great answer. I'm
Nice.
just gonna go with that. You were thinking about baby number 3 or 3 and 4 if God blesses you with twins again. Already answered that question,
Yeah.
and we are definitely thinking about baby number 3.
Yeah.
Not actively.
Not at the moment.
Courtney calls the shots, and Jonathan is very agreeable.
Yeah, fair enough. I would have gone nowhere with. I wouldn't have done anything if it wasn't for you calling the shots. I'm more of the grounded one, and you just put sparks into things. Like it's what we do.
You both have never taken time to date or be with other people or be single. Talked about it already briefly, and no, we did choose to break up or not be together first semester of college.
Yeah, we both went out and saw the world and did our thing and came back.
We did come back, thankfully. It is a cute story that I haven't said on here, that we chose to do our own thing freshman year of college, which is so important. I really believe that if you are in a long-term like high school relationship, that you should at least try to see what else is out there, because you can always come back home and whatever home means for you. But we did our own thing, came back. It was Christmas break. We grew up with our parents living 1 mile away from each other.
Yeah.
We were home Christmas break, and we both, I think it was like, a few days, it was like 2 days after Christmas or something.
Whatever Christmas break is.
Yeah. And we
yeah,
went to the
it was after
gym,
Christmas.
and I remember just having the biggest pit in my stomach, walking right past Jonathan and not saying anything, like at the gym. And he turns
So,
around.
like, blatantly walking directly
Because
at
I had
each
a pit in
other.
my stomach. I didn't know what to say or do. And you turned around and you were like, what, you're not going to say hi? And I just remember being like, one, that was really confident of him to do that. And two, like, it was the first time I, like, heard your voice or, like, saw you. And I just remember being like, oh my God. And then, so then we both went home.
You texted me.
I texted you.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Asked to come over.
I did?
We talked.
I said, no, I know, but it wasn't a booty call.
No.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, I got you.
I just said, can I come over?
Something along those, not like that.
I remember going to your house and talking on your kitchen floor. I mean, your living room floor.
Yeah.
And the Christmas tree was still up.
Yep.
It was like a day.
Yeah,
I think it was
that's
literally
right.
the day after Christmas or 2 days after.
Must have been. But we started moving forward.
From that point till now, we've just been together.
Yeah.
You always agree on what to do in any situation.
God, no. But we always come to a solution. No, Courtney tells me what to do. No, we don't agree on everything, and we usually come to some sort of reasonable compromise. And sometimes we don't. Sometimes somebody gets their way.
We approach a lot of situations very differently, and we have to talk with each other and understand
Yeah.
why we would approach things differently and decide how to.
And there's also situations where we both recognize the other person is better at that or better fitted for it.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, whatever you say, we're going with.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's context.
Yeah.
But no, we do not. We don't agree on a lot.
No, everything is like, I need a presentation on what you're talking about here.
You guys are the life of the party when you go out.
We've had our moments. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say in our heyday.
But we also are fine having our own good time no matter where we are.
I think that makes for the life of the party every now and
Yeah.
then.
We're definitely in the running.
Jonathan was interested in Courtney at first.
It's up for debate.
We
Strongly disagree.
were in 6th grade homeroom together, and this story is kind of funny.
Oh my god.
Jonathan
I was
had
a brat.
Jonathan's older brother went to our middle school. He was like older, so Jonathan knew a lot of like the older kids. So Jonathan was super cool. He knew all of the upperclassmen in middle school, whatever you call that. And so there was this nickname that was created for Jonathan called Bobo, and I had heard people call him that. We were at like our lockers outside of our homeroom together, and I like went up to him and I was just like, it was just in conversation. It was like, oh yeah, like you dropped this, Bobo, or like something happened. I called him Bobo, and he looked at me and was like, only my friends can call me Bobo.
Such a 6th
And I got
grader
in my
response.
car and I cried to my mother because I was so
I don't
embarrassed.
think that happened.
We ended up becoming, we were like best friends
Yeah.
through 7th grade, 8th grade, and
Yeah.
looking back, he was totally in love with me, but he won't admit it.
It's just not true. It's not true.
We all have our own truths.
Yeah.
You were best friends, good friends before you started dating. Yes, we were definitely really good friends. Like Jonathan was allowed to come over, hang out, stay over
I was
late.
invited to family vacations.
Yes. Like literally we go on a family vacation down the Cape every summer, or we used to, and when we were just friends, my mom was like, Jonathan needs to come next summer. Like, we love him. This was a few years after the Bobo problem.
Yeah.
You want a lot of kids, big family.
See where life takes us.
We've answered that
Yeah.
kind of. So you guys are the best parents. It's really sweet, and I believe we are the best parents for Sienna and Ren. So.
Yeah, exactly. You took my answer.
Did you read that one?
No, I can't see any of that.
You didn't wait until marriage.
Oh, well, does anybody? I don't even know how to answer that.
People do, and I think it's great
Yeah.
if you choose to do that.
You gotta kick the tires.
You gotta make sure. It's for life, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that I could, like, roll the dice on that.
Next question.
You want more kids sooner than Jonathan does. I think we both know when makes sense for our family. I think being a mom and being the one that carries a child, obviously, like, I loved being pregnant so much. Like, I have probably more of like a longing to like enter that stage
Yeah.
again. But our plan is very much like agreed upon and is what we both want.
Yeah.
I think if I wanted to get pregnant like right now, you would be completely fine with that.
Just for like your safety, like the first 18 months after the girls.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
To give you that window. So like that was really my only, no, we can't. But we
Yeah.
also want the girls to be in a place where they can be good big sisters or
Yeah.
you know, we kind of have something down with them. So
Yeah.
that was a lot of thought that we put into like your safety, your next pregnancy safety,
Mm-hmm.
and then for the girls to be, you know, in a good place.
And I think we don't want to rush it, because if we rush it, then it's over sooner. Like, then our family's here and...
You never know.
Oh my god. Jonathan wants an army of children. Y'all don't go to church. No, we do not.
No.
We
have
don't.
faith.
We have
but
faith.
We don't go to church.
We have faith. God is definitely ever present in our household. We read a lot of stories about God to our kids.
That's something we want the girls to know.
We want
so
the girls to know God.
Through them, we'll probably find our way back.
Yeah. I like transparently have a hard time with a lot of like modern Catholicism. I've spoken openly about that. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I tried to read the Bible, then I got pregnant and life got crazy. I really wanted to get a better understanding because I felt like I constantly was saying, like, Jonathan grew up much more religious than I did, but I always said, like, oh, I'm not religious, but I felt like, why do I have the right to say I'm not religious if I've never, like...
You've always been spirited. It's just
but, like, why can I say that if I haven't, like, read the Bible or done the work to understand, like, what I'm so against? Right. And I actually felt a lot of joy reading the Bible. I really, I think the core of... like Catholicism or really Christianity, the belief I believe in and I love, and I wish that there weren't so many like modern man-made rules that hinder me from going to church every Sunday. So
and the actions of those in charge.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of controversy and I just don't support a lot of that, but I'm working on it because I do want my children to like know Christ and be good with God. So it's a conversation in our household. But no, we do not go to church on Sunday.
We're not active goers.
No. You talk through any problems you have, aka you have strong communication.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say.
Something I will like shamelessly brag about our relationship. Like good communication.
Yeah. I think we have really, really good communication.
Yeah. Especially like now, even as parents, like another layer to it. So something that we're good at.
It was love at first sight with y'all.
First sight was 6th grade, where we've already heard about that. So
no, we were not a love at first sight.
No.
Origin. We were
it grew.
It grew. You two rarely argue. I feel like we've talked about that a good amount. We argue. Yeah. It's not common that we argue.
We communicate.
We communicate, yeah. I don't know. Or I guess
we have our differences and we talk about
them.
Like, it's like, it is what it is, but it's not like we don't fight, we don't argue. It's just like talking through everything.
Yeah. You never really had a moment of questioning whether you should stay together for so long. You have challenges, but I've never really questioned that you were like my partner for life. What about you?
Nah, straight through. Had the whole thing mapped out.
I know. You really did.
Yeah.
You stuck around.
I did.
You've grown with each other and love each other more and more with each new stage of life.
Yeah. Definitely.
I would say
100%. Phases of relationship. It's like before kids, and then after kids. Like you're learning someone new, and like we're doing all this new life stuff together.
You have to like the person you're with. You have to allow them to change and like feel feelings that are new when you enter different stages of life.
Especially first. You're vulnerable because you're learning. And
new stages of life, it's important to give each other grace, for sure. You both want lots of kids. Love your channel, by the way. Thank you. How many kids do you want? You've already gotten the tea there. You make time for sex on weekends only.
Oh, that'd be so weird. That's so weird. Just not something we schedule.
It's not something we schedule. And it's definitely not just on the weekend.
Oh my God, stop. It's a family channel.
Jonathan is getting flustered. You guys split the finances. Totally not a bad thing. Exclamation point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Carry it.
I think you have to understand how much everyone in the household makes and how much everyone should contribute based off of those numbers. Everyone decides what works for them.
For everybody,
I think everyone's finances should just be like what works in their household. But I do think transparency is super important, and I do think that things should be broken up in a way that makes sense. So having your girls brought you closer together.
I'd say so. It opened up a new part of our relationship. Seeing Courtney as a mom has been amazing. I love this version of you. And so it does bring us closer, I think.
I think so, but I do think it comes with a lot of challenges that you don't have. Like, you have so much time to be so close with your partner before you have kids that it brings you closer almost from afar. Like, it brings you closer to, like, appreciate the dad that your partner is, the mom your partner is. It's like this whole new love, but, like, closeness.
In
time. Like, we have way less of that now. So I don't know if I would say it's brought us like closer in that way, but I think it's made us love and cherish each other more. Like, the time that we do have with each other is even more special because it's like a little bit more rare. You guys have a healthy and loving relationship.
Yes. I would say yes.
I know some of these questions it's like weird to answer. It's like, yeah, I love my partner.
Yeah, I think obviously we've hit on it. Like, our relationship has its ups and downs, but that's just life.
And it's
you know?
normal. Like,
Yeah.
it's so normal. You're the cup is half full parent, ? I think that's saying, like, me personally, I'm the cup is half full parent. Or maybe, yeah, no, I think it's directing it at me based on how
it's
it
your
would be.
fault, yeah.
I think I'm, like, very, very optimistic. Yeah, I wouldn't say
Yeah.
you're negative. So if it's, like, one or the other, like, one parent is more optimistic than the other, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, and again, the only reason it would change is depending on the situation.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
I don't think either of us are half empty people.
Yeah, I would agree. We both see the cup half full. The cup is 100% full because both of our halves come together.
Right.
This is the last question. You guys do the deed very often with the monkey emoji eyes.
Oh.
What is very often? Is there a number? What would you say?
I don't know what very often is.
Jonathan's getting flustered.
I am getting flustered.
I think that's like a tough one to answer because very often can be different. It could be like once a week for some people. It could be 5 times a week for some people. It could be twice a year for some people. Like I don't know.
That's not often. That's not often.
Well,
I can tell you that's not often.
Okay. I would say that I think we're like normal. And I also think it's normal to like go through periods where life is stressful and like you're not being intimate as often as you used to be.
Yeah, you
And
have to
there's
be in the right
periods.
headspace.
Yeah, you have to be in the right headspace. And I think a lot of people beat themselves up because they feel like, you know, they're not being intimate with their partner, so their relationship is crumbling. Like, it's okay to go through periods of time. We certainly have where intimacy is not at like the forefront of our relationship. But I would say that to be healthy, it is important to like connect with your partner, and I think we do a good job at that pretty often. I think that's a good one to end on. Going to order some takeout now that it's late.
Yes.
I forced Jonathan on our one date night this week with
force me.
my crazy work travel and everything to do this with me, so thank you. I am so happy you're all here watching. Thanks for sending me all of your assumptions. That was so fun. We're gonna vlog next weekend.
Nice.
So those
There's
are
a
fun.
lot of going on next weekend.
Yeah, we do have a lot going on next weekend. The next few weeks is just summer craziness. So we'll
Yeah.
take you all along. Please subscribe if you haven't and follow me on Instagram. It's really fun over there. I post more in real time and it's a good spot. So thanks for being here and I'll see you in my next video.
I dare you to be wild.